The city lights blurred past Alex's coffee shop window, each reflection a fleeting promise. He'd launched Bean and Brew 2 years ago, fueled by passion and a small loan. For a while, it felt like a dream. The espresso machine hissed, customers chatted, and the cash register sang a happy tune all day. He saw money come in, big numbers on his sales reports, and even more on his profit and loss statements. He thought he'd made it. That was his false victory. The trap, though, was invisible, silently tightening its grip. Every month, Alex felt a growing anxiety in his gut. Despite the constant bustle, despite the healthy sales figures, his bank account felt like a leaky bucket. He was always scrambling to pay the milk supplier, the rent, the payroll. He'd check his online banking, see a decent number, then a wave of automatic payments would hit, and poof, it was gone. He felt successful on paper, but in reality, he was perpetually broke, exhausted, and bewildered. He was making money, sure, but where was it going? And why did it feel like he was constantly chasing it? He was stuck in the loop of chasing revenue, mistaking activity for progress, and believing profit meant peace. He didn't know it yet, but he was missing the most fundamental piece of the financial puzzle. The real reason Alex and so many others felt that tightening squeeze wasn't a lack of effort or even a lack of sales. It wasn't about revenue, and it wasn't even strictly about profit, though those are crucial. The root cause of his struggle was a fundamental misunderstanding of cash flow. Most people, especially small business owners and even many individuals, confuse profit with cash. They're like cousins, related, but definitely not the same. Profit is what's left after you subtract expenses from revenue on paper. It's an accounting concept. Cash, however, is the actual money sitting in your bank account, ready to be spent. It's the physical dollars you can use to pay bills. You can be highly profitable on paper and still go bankrupt if you run out of actual cash. This isn't just a business principle, it's a life principle. As Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, often stresses, understanding the movement of money is far more important than just having assets. Profit is an opinion, but cash is a fact. The symptoms are empty bank accounts and late payments. The root cause is the invisible, uncontrolled dance of cash in and out of your life. This isn't a new revelation. Financial titans have underscored this for decades. Peter Drucker, the legendary management consultant, often implied that while profit signals success, cash is the very lifeblood that sustains it. He'd say, profit is not the explanation, cause, or rationale of business behavior and business decisions, but the test of their validity. A more direct adage beloved in entrepreneurial circles puts it simply, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, but cash is reality. Many businesses that appear successful on their income statements ultimately fail because they starve for cash. They might have customers who owe them money, accounts receivable, or inventory waiting to be sold, making them profitable on paper. But if there isn't enough cold, hard cash to pay the landlord next Tuesday, the whole operation collapses. The lesson is clear. Understanding your cash flow isn't just smart, it's essential for survival and growth. Now let's unlock the power of cash flow, explained so simply a 5-year-old could grasp it. Imagine your money is like water in a river. We need to understand where the water comes from, where it goes, and how fast it moves. Pillar 1. Know your buckets. Think of your bank accounts as different buckets for your water. If all the water just goes into one big pool, it's hard to know what's for drinking, what's for watering the plants, and what's for your bath. It just mixes up. But if you have separate buckets, one for income, one for expenses, one for savings, and one for your own pay, then you know exactly what's where. Practical step. Create separate bank accounts for these purposes. When money comes in, it goes to the income bucket. From there, you distribute it to your other buckets according to a plan. This isn't just for businesses. Individuals can do this too. A checking account for spending, a savings account for goals, an emergency fund account. It creates clear boundaries. Pillar 2. Track every penny. You can't control the river if you don't know where the water is flowing. You need to watch every single drop of water, both coming in and going out. Not just totals at the end of the month, but each individual transaction. Practical step. Get a simple notebook, use a basic spreadsheet, or try a budgeting app. List every time money comes in and every time money goes out. Categorize it. Did it come from a customer? Did it go to pay rent? This helps you see the patterns. Pillar 3. The timing game. Imagine you have water coming into your bucket at the end of the week, but a big bill for plants arrives on Monday. If your bucket is empty on Monday, you've got a problem, even if you know more water is coming. This is the timing game. You need to know when your money arrives and when your bills are due. Practical step. Map it out. Get a calendar and mark all your income dates and all your expense due dates. See if there are any empty bucket days where bills are due before income arrives. If so, try to adjust payment due dates or collect money earlier. Maybe you can change your gym membership to bill you later in the month, for example. Pillar 4. Project the future. A good river guide doesn't just look at the water now, they look ahead to see rapids or calm stretches. You need to guess what your water flow will look like next month or even 3 months from now. Practical step. Use your tracking data to estimate how much money do you expect to make next month? How much do you expect to spend? What if sales are a little lower or if an unexpected expense like a car repair pops up? This helps you avoid surprises and plan ahead. This is called forecasting, and it's simply a smart guess based on what you know. Pillar 5. Optimize the flow. Once you know your buckets, track your pennies, understand the timing, and project the future, you can start to make the river flow better for you. You want more water coming in, less going out, and for the water to move faster. Practical step. Increase in. For businesses, send invoices faster or offer a small discount for early payment. For individuals, look for ways to earn a little extra or speed up payments you're owed. Practical step. Decrease out. Look at your expense bucket. Can you negotiate better deals on supplies? Can you cut out something you don't really need, like an unused subscription? Challenge every cost. Practical step. Make it super easy for people to pay you. Don't wait until the last minute to send out bills. Pillar 6. Build a moat. Even the best river can have dry spells. You need a reserve bucket, a moat of water, just in case. This is your emergency fund, your safety net. Practical step. Automate transfers. Every time money comes into your income bucket, send a small percentage straight to your separate savings or emergency fund bucket. For businesses, aim for 3 to 6 months of operating expenses. For individuals, aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This creates resilience. Armed with these principles, Alex began to see his financial world differently. He created separate accounts, tracked every sale and every expense, and mapped out his cash flow calendar. He renegotiated payment terms with suppliers and automated transfers to his new buffer account. He was no longer just making money, he was managing it. He understood the timing, the rhythm, and the movement. The constant scrambling eased. He paid bills on time, had a reserve for slower months, and finally started sleeping better. The anxiety faded, replaced by a quiet confidence. Cash flow isn't about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep and how much money you control. It's the difference between feeling rich and actually being solvent, stable, and truly free. It transforms money from a source of stress into a tool for achieving your goals. It's the mastery of your financial reality, allowing you to chart your own course with clear eyes and a steady hand. It gives you the power to steer your own river.